I was gonna say comfortable again. Comfortable and comfortable. Tangent. Tangent, Leslie. Keep going. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and really I was just kind of like playing with a bunch of different makeup this week. So it's sort of a hodgepodge overall, but as I'm looking at everything that I gathered as my overall favorites, it kind of has this like peachy, I don't know, summery sort of a look to it. And after I paired it all together, it made a very kind of pinky, peachy, summery sort of a look. So I guess that's sort of my overall favorites this week, is in that category. So yeah, got some fun things to share with you, so let's get to it. First off, for eyes, I have been loving and so impressed by this palette by Colourpop. This is the Colourpop Soul Shadow Palette, so this is what the box looks like. Super duper cute. Like, their packaging is always so impressive, especially for how quickly they put out palettes. I don't know how they do it so quickly, but their branding and packaging and designs are always super duper cute. So here is the packaging on it. So it's kind of a thicker sort of a container to it. And then it does have a mirror up here, which is awesome. This is what this palette looks like. So I do have this on my eyes. I am so impressed with how this palette wears on the eyes. I wore this color on my lids like as my main lid color one day, and it looked that bright at the end of the day. I was just blown away. I mean, usually that doesn't happen with a bright shadow like that. It'll, you know, start to fade or crease or something, but this was like, wha-bam. Like, I thought, I don't know, when I put it on at the beginning of the day, I wasn't expecting that I would still have bright coral eyeshadow on halfway through the day or at the end of the day, and I totally did. So that one super impresses me. So I do have it on my lids today, but then I topped it with this one, and I used it with a setting spray. These two together, I mean, you can see it makes this like corally, rosy, I don't want to say strawberry because it's kind of more on the coral side than red side, but it just makes this beautiful combo together. So these two are perfectly paired together. Beautiful matte shades that work so well. This one is a really pretty, fun, bright orangey shade. I mean, it is just gorgeous. Now you have to like bright shadows, bright colors to like this palette, because this is bright. Like, this isn't just a warm tone palette. This is a bright warm tone palette. You know, you got corals and watermelon-y kind of colors and just super bright colors. This one is not swatching well at all, but it works really well on the eyes. I think it's because it's getting towards the knuckle part of my hand. So things get weird near the knuckle. So I think that's what's going on there. So don't mind that, because it's beautiful on the eyes and it blends beautifully. It's very easy to work with. But I mean, look at all those. Just pretty and bright and fun and happy. So yeah, if you like these kind of colors, the formula is just amazing on this palette and so good. So I was loving this week. For blush this week, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie, and I kind of forget about this blush. This is Benefit's Sugar Bomb, and it's kind of in my rotation for really neutral blushes if I have something really bright going on with my eyes or really intense and I want something soft on my cheeks. This is in my rotation, but I kind of forget about it. But when I break it back out, I'm like, I need to remember this blush because it's perfect for that. So I do have this on today, but then I do have a highlighter on with it, which is so pretty. But Sugar Bomb does have a glow to it, but not as much glow as I have going on. I've got that highlighter going on with it. So let me show it to you. So it's kind of a, it's got the little, you know, 4 sections to it, and it's neutrally and soft. And I remember when I first got this, I was like, what is this? I mean, I couldn't even tell because it's so light and it looks like it's not even going to show up. I feel like some of those Colourpop shadows kind of stained my hands a little bit, or I didn't get it all off. So if my hand looks a little bit funky in color, I think it's that. I don't notice staining on my eyes though. Anyway, that's a tangent. Tangent, Leslie. Keep going. Stop talking on your tangent. Okay, so here is this blush. So you can see it's a soft, peachy sort of a color. So it's less, like when I think about Wet n Wild's Rose Champagne, which I love. That's one of my go-to soft blushes. That one is more on the neutral nude side. This one is more on the soft peachy side. So it's a light soft peach and it has that little bit of glow to it. So with a real kind of bright, summery, corally sort of look, it pairs really beautifully. But even with like I wore it with a darker bronzier sort of an eye and it worked really well with that. So it's just very pretty. It's a nice formula. It's buildable, so it's easy to use. It's very light though. I mean, so that's something to definitely note about it, is that there's not a ton of color to it. So for, I would say, light to porcelain complexions, this would be, skin tones, this would be a blush, but for light to deeper skin tones, this would be like a blush topper or a highlighter or something like that, because it's pretty light. But it's just that go-to, or needs to be more of a go-to for me, like easy, doesn't compete with your makeup sort of a blush. You get the point. I'm still babbling. Okay, so let's talk about this highlighter. Is this not beautiful? How it just catches the light. I love this new highlighter. Okay, so OFRA has all new packaging. It is beautiful and light and bright and white and just very crisp and clean looking. They have a new logo, so that's really pretty. And they have a new highlighter color, which I was so excited to see, because if y'all watch my channel, you know that I love OFRA highlighters. I am so impressed by them. They're some of my favorites. They just make great highlighters. So when they come out with new shades, I'm all about it. So this is Star Island. And in the pan, I think it looks a little bit deeper in the pan than when you actually get it swatched, but I would describe this as a very light gold shade. But look at that. I mean, I just wiped my finger across once, so even doing that is that much pigmentation. I mean, these are super pigmented. So if you like a really subtle highlighter, these are probably not the ones for you, but if you like an intense highlighter, or even one that's versatile, I think you would love these highlighters. Because you really can play with them. Like, you can build them up and get them super intense, but you really don't even have to do a lot of building. I wouldn't say that you could ever get them to super duper subtle unless you just barely touch with your brush. Because even on my cheeks today, I wouldn't say that I swiped. I think that I like tapped maybe twice with my little tulip brush and then really buffed it in to get this sort of a look. So if you like it even more subtle than this, you'd have to like maybe touch once and then apply and buff. They're just super pigmented. So if you like really pretty highlighters, I think you'd love this. Really, unless you're going for almost, you can't even see it, or it looks super duper light and soft sort of a highlighter. If you're going for that, these wouldn't be for you, but for everybody else, I think you'd love them. That was a tangent. You get the idea. They're beautiful highlighters, and I love this new shade that it is a very light color. It's almost white, almost champagne, but really I would still describe it as a very light gold. It's just beautiful, and I love it on the cheeks. It's pretty on the inner corners of the eyes. I wore it that way too. It's just beautiful. For lips this week, so I totally went crazy when the Sephora Weekly Wow was the Too Faced Peach Kiss Moisture Matte Long Wear Lipsticks, because I love these. So I bought several of them, and they're just some of my favorite lipsticks. So I was super excited when they went on the Weekly Wow, and this was one of my standout favorites for the week. This is Make Me Blush, and it's what I've got on my lips right now. I just think it's such a sweet, cute pink, and I wouldn't describe this as a neutral pink, but it's moving towards that. So that's what I like about it, is that it's still like a little bit of a statement pink, but it's not a hot pink. It's not a bubblegum pink, but it's not a super nudie neutral pink, but it's moving towards that, if that makes sense. I just really like it. I think it's very girly and cute. I love the formula on these lipsticks. I think they smell amazing. They smell like peaches and cream, or they just make me think of something from my childhood, like a toy or a doll or something I had that smelled like this. I don't know if it was one of the strawberry shortcakes, or I don't know what it was, but I love the scent. I love the formula. It's a really very comfortable matte lipstick formula. Y'all know I love matte lipsticks. They're my favorites. I think they're most low maintenance lip products. It's just a good formula matte lipstick, and these are a great formula. They don't feel drying on the lips, but they set down and they wear a very good amount of time. I mean, I can wear this through eating and I'm still gonna have some left. It's not gonna do that weird there, not there line like a liquid lipstick would. It's just low maintenance, comfortable. I was gonna say comfortable again. Comfortable and comfortable. And just a great lipstick and really pretty colors. They have a lot of fun colors. So loving this one this week specifically because it's a cute girly pink. Did a little lip color change because I wanted you to actually get to see this color on my lips because I did try this out this week and I love it. I think it's so fun, but I'm super excited to wear this in the fall time because it just like looks like the perfect fall color to me, and one of those colors that, well, I'll mention it to you in a second. Like, it just seems like it's going to be something really fun to live in my purse. So I did receive this for free from Givenchy through Octoly to try out. This is the Rouge Interdite Vinyl, and this is in the shade 16 Noir. I had heard about this and seen it, and I was so curious about it, so I'm so excited that I got the chance to try it. Look at this packaging. So it kind of like has this little tie thing at the bottom. It looks like this. So the packaging is beautiful on it. And then you pull on this and the lipstick comes out the bottom and it looks like a black lipstick. Is that not cool and interesting? But then you put it on your lips and this is what it looks like on me. It ends up being this really pretty, kind of deepened, almost like a blackberry, like a deepened berry color. It's so pretty. And I absolutely wanted to show you on my lips because I feel like in a swatch, it looks more purpley. And on my lips, it looks more of like a pinky berry. And it does sort of react with your lips to create this color. So you're gonna get your kind of perfect sort of a berry shade with it. But you can see like in a swatch, it doesn't quite translate like it does on my lips. So I think this is kind of cool and interesting and different in a swatch, but on the lips, I love it. Like that's really where it comes alive. So I think it's beautiful. So I love the color. I love that it's like something fun and different and interesting. And y'all know that I have kind of like a little bit of, I like edgy stuff. Like I like moto jackets. I like funky, cool jewelry. So I like a little bit of edge. And this is sort of a makeup product that makes me think of that. Like it's just something a little bit out there and a little bit edgy and a little bit fun. So I really, really like it for that reason. Formula wise, this is super comfortable too. Like I'm sure that they have other colors in this range. So if you're just looking for a comfortable lipstick, this range, I'm assuming that they're all like this. It's super hydrating and comfortable and feels like a lip balm on my lips. Like it legit feels like a lip balm. So it's very hydrating, very comfortable. But this color is just so fun. So I'm really excited about this specifically for fall, but I did really enjoy trying it this week. All right, guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please do a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.